Hi, welcome to Texas Lone Wolf Miguel, your source for Red Pill Truth. And today we're going to talk about a controversial topic that is needing to be addressed. I'm sorry about the little high, vocals right here. So, all right, I just got everything to where it barely goes into the yellow zone on my program. So, anyway, let's get back to the topic. Today's topic is going to be called simping. Okay, simping has got a bad connotation to it. Simping is not going to, it's not going to work out at all because, simping behavior will definitely rub the wrong way. Now, for the guys, I'm going to cover this topic. So this is going to be on a YouTube channel. So you've probably seen all kind of videos I've posted. I encourage you to go check them out. I'm going to talk about some very important topic called simping. Well, women do that. They simping. They go out there and they simp for the guys, hoping they get validation and stuff, so to speak. Well, men do that too. And what's going to wind up happening is they're showing off as a weak vessel. They're showing off as a weak person. So, anyways, why is it for the men? Why is it self-destructive? Well, simping is absolutely self-destructive for men on top of inherent personality weaknesses that it shows. Being a simp yields results that are detrimental opposite of what simps expect. Okay, you see? While simps assume giving a woman attention is the way to get them more, you know what? The behavior achieves the opposite. Why is it that? I mean, you're putting her on a pedestal and she's going to look down on you in a negative way. Number one example comes to mind when a desirable man goes totally disappear on their friends and families. When they have a girlfriend, giving women too much attention is off-putting, reeks of desperation, and eventually trigger a breakup. Well, to the boyfriends out there who actually have been in a relationship, you probably showered your girlfriend with attention, showered her with gifts. She looked at you as a weak person and then said, "You know what? We're not going to be too good together or something." If a woman is fine with showering of attention, that does not signal that it is okay. It means she has no longer standards of healthy self-esteem. The man is seldom just worried about anyone who does not make him valuable. So, okay, now that makes sense. It means he could not do any better. Calling, texting all day, every day is not productive, alpha, grounded, patient, or in control. Alrighty. Alright. So, the second example I have to is the mentality of believing that men must pursue women to be considered valuable and alpha. This belief could not be any further from the truth. A truly valuable man is one who gets approached and pursued for the total package he is. Not overwhelming wealth or physique. Of course, one-sided pursuit suggests the pursuer to be of a lower value and pursued to a higher value. Ideally, relationships should be built on both sides of reciprocating each other's effort to pursue. I do believe this, yes. The main consequence of pursuing desperately is the overall collective effect from all men raise the value of women. If women are being pursued everywhere they go, they will believe their apparent values to be too much higher than the true intrinsic value. It follows that risk rise of value for the place that women are out of reach for most men. So another method of simping is bribing women with drinks and paying for meals the majority of the time. I watched an interview video which hosts ask women how they get their drinks at nightclubs. The majority of reported have their drinks paid for by men. This dynamic achieves the same effects as desperate, frequent pursuit of many women at the same time. Buying drinks for women will lead them to believe they possess high value, which in turn makes them more unattainable. Wow. Aren't you learning something new? I haven't literally done any of approach it initiating, not because of fear. There's no need to do it. Now, and why do people dislike simps so much? They're sad people. They have no self-respect. They have no self-respect. They have no self-respect. Here, I'm going to highlight this for you, let you see this. There's sad people who have no self-respect. You don't need to get on your knees to beg a girl to get a girlfriend. A simp is something a man should try not be. Have some respect for yourself. If you're a simp, she doesn't like you, go for another girl. Plain and simple. Alrighty. Most young guys out there, they make a big mistake. Go out and throwing money like it's never ending to pimp up their ride and show off what they own. That's sending bad attention. That's sending the wrong attention. How would you like to, in essence, put a bullseye target on your back? Say, use me, use me. Here I am. I'm in a walking ATM. You don't like that? Then stop that goddamn simping. Stop it. Stop simping. Yes, giving girl money gifts, hoping one day she'll date you one day, is not any good way to get a girl. That's a good way to get a gold digger. When you win dry, she's going to bounce off and go to another guy. Most times these girls will take advantage of the guy by accepting the money and gifts, even though they know the guy would never have a chance with them. Are you getting a hint? A simp will even spend all his money or all his paycheck on a girl hoping she would date him one day. I personally see a simp do that to a girl I know. This guy spent his whole paycheck of $2,500 buy this girl jewelry. What does this girl do? She accepts it, and a few months later she sells it at a pawn shop for 10% of what it's worth. Then she tells the simp it got stolen. The simp ends up replacing it. The cycle repeats. It costs her nothing, but she got a little bit of money to do what she wants to with it, and is banging another guy. Now, do you see? Well, you see. This is because the simp does not have money to own himself or him to even pay his own bill. It costs him to invest more time on her. In their mind, they spend their whole paycheck on her. She will date him, so she'll date him one day. She won't. She will not date him at all. A simp also causes a problem in the girl's relationship. When the simp praises a girl nonstop, the girl will also accept his own boyfriend. Okay? She will accept that his own BF to praise her like that. I've seen girls complain of this. They were asked why they broke up with their boyfriend. One of the reasons given was they can't because their own BF praised them like the way the simps do. And this is wrong both ways. This is wrong on the girl's part and the guy's part. Remember, simping has consequences. Bad consequences. So, absolutely. Men are created to be masculine, not typical masculinity. But like a guy who seems dependable doesn't need to act like a wimp, which is a simp. So, with that being said, yeah, it's negative consequences. All right? And there's only one personality in the social hierarchy that acts like this. And those are the betas. Okay? And not typically the masculinity, but a guy who seems dependable, doesn't need to act like a wimp, or is a simp, which is simp. That gives a bad man a bad name. It's actually chivalry took a bad turn and turned into simping. More like betas, desperate in effort to get a woman's attention. Yes, okay, right here. Yes, I'm a bad boy, and I list the reasons. I go to bed at 8 on 1 glasses. I play the weed, no strap. I pour cereal after the milk. I swim 5 feet with no flotation devices. I drink milk straight from the carton. I play solo and don't heal my teammates. I put it all seriousness. I consider myself to be neither. I'm really shy. Yes, I can't wait to be nice or mean if I don't want to talk to you. I'm going to go see the comments section. It don't look pleased, okay? Now, another word for simping is, it's supposed to mean sucker, idolize, mediocre. In other words, you change your behavior depending on what someone has between their, you know what. Along no matter how good or bad of a person she is. Not treating a female jerk exactly in the same way you would treat a male jerk. You idolize a woman just because she's a woman. Give her special treatment. And this feeds in, the entitlement, so to speak. All right? All right? This is entitlement. They think they have high value. They don't have it. You cannot take a boss B and make a good housewife. All right? You can't do it. It's a no-win situation. It's a no-win. You can't win. All right? So there's a no-win in that. All right? So, because you idolize a woman means she's a woman. Giving her special treatment, look for an excuse for her behavior, automatically seeing her as a victim or whatever else. This idea that she's a woman, therefore I have to judge her in good light to be nicer than I would be a man, okay? Very important to know this. Take note of this. If you're only showing basic human decency because you're a good person, all right, that will send the wrong signal right there. That there will send the wrong signal, okay? Usually do it with men and women when the situation requirement, not all women exclusively, right? That's great. No, nothing wrong with that. That's how things should go. All right? Now, take note. But when you're being a better person with women, look for excuses for them constantly. Listen to what they want more, whatever else. For no other reason than their gender, that's simping. I feel like a lot of people don't know what acronym means, or given how they link it to streamers. Although, and ironically enough, it's fine to be nicer to one gender than the other, because women have a heart at which textbook simp behavior may be the best example there is. Women deserve special treatment because of the history of this word started in the first place. Gotta love benevolent sexism. Now, All right. Being a simp about the double standard in your behavior because random victimized worshiping for no reason, etc. Because woman is a woman, nothing else. Woman really is beaten by her parents or whatever, still is a victim. It's the idea she's a woman. Therefore, she deserves victim special treatment in a way that a man's situation most definitely would not get from you. That makes a simp behavior. Otherwise, you're just a good person, period. But you're being used. But again, you're usually a good person with everyone, not depending on their whatever the genitals. The reason why a lot of people call others simps, and women find it not normal to call them that, because they're being nice to them. That's because they're not aware of what men are accused of being simps really aren't nice with people after all. Only with women they want to bed, even without wanting to bed them anyways. What matters, the benevolent sexism aspect of it, is the different standards, which ruins the whole point in not being nice in the first place. So yes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put that link in the description. All right. I've omitted some words to protect the video from being demonetized or flagged, but just giving you an idea. All right. Giving you an idea of what the word means. And anyways, so simp by definition is someone who does way too much for someone they like, and it can but it never specifies a gender. Okay. And when women go out and take their money and spend it on a man that never liked them, okay, just hoping to get something back, that can also damage them, make the other gender look bad. So there is a shift balance here between two genders, okay? Dictionary top definition never specifies gender, and everybody knows simp used exclusively to describe men and men's behavior towards women. The term is used jokingly, sometimes to describe even bare minimum effect between a man and a woman. A boy might buy a girl an Uber home to make sure she's safe. Okay, that's simp behavior. Her message of hers, he's simping for her. He speaks highly of a girlfriend or the girl he's sleeping with. He's such a simp. Women know that the bar for men is low, but literally in hell, even the bar being tested lowered by men, feared who can be called out their mate for their simp behavior. The truth there, use of simp by men on men, even as a joke laced with misogyny. Simp is a 2020. That's so gay. The current, it's the current day. Don't be a py. All right. Now, of course, there's a little Twitter right here. So, I was told this one. I had a crush on her when I remembered that was a simp behavior. Somebody have a crush on you, that's a simp behavior. Problem with the term simp is moving to the realms of ironic. Anyone who reading this prickling at my sensitivity right now, consider the words ironic use it carries a weight. For example, Harry, one of my male friends, said his mate used the simp exclusive as a joke. If you drill into it, he knows it could be harmful. I've used it. I've called it. I've jokingly, my boy chat. I told the cat, when the boys say they want to mess with a girl, all I would say is I'm simping for Ella. He messed her first. You don't use it negatively. Now, all right. Now, when I quizzed Harry on how jokingly you were simp could affect a man, I swayed him from being as sweet to girls, he said. I think it could. Men quite closely be affected by stuff like a lot of pressure from men. Yes. Well, this is true. All right. And they're constantly evaluating how to come across to women. Okay. They act a certain way. Being called a simp might make you feel less confident in approaching women. True. Certain people are rusty at social skills, so you have to give them a benefit of the doubt. I think plus the word it perpetuates a stereotype that nice guys finish last. True. All right. So to speak, now that you had to be a bit of a prick to get a woman or approach her in the first place, and that's not right, according to this woman that wrote this. Now, I'm gonna put this here. Let you read up on this. I'm gonna let you read up on this. The simping internet fad contributes to a toxic gender stereotype. Of course, someone named Katie Shink wrote this, or by Is He Reals. Now, I'm gonna blow this here up so you can see this. You pay attention to social media, you'll probably remember the word simp. Before 2020, simp was used as shorthand for simpleton, which is to find a person lacking common sense. The simp has taken more offensive meaning, more popularity reference to men, but specifically used to denote men who express too much emotion. If you're an emotional, dramatic person, then this might describe that person. Whether it be over a romantic partner or over emotional something else that they're passionate about. Several entries in Urban Dictionaries is a man put too much value on a female for no reason. Square with no other game other than rolling out the red carpet for every female. Someone who say anything to please someone, particularly a girl, in hopes that they will be a good favor with that person. So, I'm going to go ahead and let that there. According to social media platforms like TikTok, man just simply acts polite to a woman, paying for a woman's meal, complimenting a woman or choosing to hang out with his girlfriend instead of his friend. Act of politeness returning to mean to insult and belittle. The term simp may be funny to some, but it's a quick joke, especially over social media, all right? Now, simping is not very healthy at all. I mean, to anyways, is actually derogatory. Hmm. So, here you go. Answer FaceTime call from a woman. Dress well to impress your crush. Respond too quickly. Text from women. Reply to all your crush Instagram stories. Use your jacket to protect the woman from the rain. Yep. There it is. I'm going to put this. So, anyways. Now, this here is. Now, there is another one here. Girls such as myself would do anything for a boy she loves. Mainly one-sided, significant more emotion, chasing, and attachment than male love would put him first, forgive him most if anything does not look wrong. Because she's here it is. Well, not not only men can be simps, but women can be simps too. So we're gonna go ahead and cover. We're gonna go ahead and cover this. This is not going to work out. Oh, female who overvalues a man who wouldn't do the same back. Mainly girls who fall for guys that only hurt and cheat on them, but continue to chase them after any chance they get. Mm. Then you wonder why the dating market itself is really toxic and bad. Okay? I'm glad you got a chance to watch this show, and I'm going to go ahead and take it off. But remember, simping is never the answer. It will hurt both men and women. And if you're doing these, stop and stop now. Okay? Take care of yourself and peace out.